Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had some issues there with the lobby. We've got it all reset. It's going to be reset from the qualifying order of where they finished. We're back. It's going to be getting underway. The guys are going to be getting their setups on. Keep up fantastic work helping get these guys back into the lobby. Thank you very much, everyone at home, for your patience. And now we're going to have take two, Division 5 at Monza. Let's hope we don't see any carnage like that again. Hey, Keeper.
Yeah, that was some absolute chaos. Good old EA lobby settings, or not lobby settings, but EA glitches. So yeah, we're back again. The guys get to have a fresh restart. There's a bit of chaos there. Who knows if it was caused by drivers or by some in-game issues. But yeah, fresh start for all the guys. They just need to put it behind them, lock back into the zone, and see what they can show us.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. They're going to have to lock in. See what happens. Looked like a pretty good start there for the Mercedes at the front there. Gonna have to see what he can do again, whether he can hold these guys off for a second time around. The kicks look pretty strong though early there. We're seeing waiting for players here. We are stuck in the pit lane. Guys getting their setups already. Hopefully we get underway in not too long. It is still looking a little bit cloudy. Not the clear blue skies we're used to seeing at Monza, but still looks like it's going to be fairly dry for the race here, Keeper, so far.
Yeah, that's it. I think there was a few people concerned that they might cop some rain in the restart, but it's looking pretty good at the moment. But who knows? With these dynamic weather settings, there could be some rain later on. We'll have to wait and see what Monza and the Temple of Speed throws at us.
Yeah, you have to wait and see. This is taking a long time for these guys to get set up. Hopefully, hopefully we pass the glitches. Otherwise, this could be a disaster. No, it's counting down. We look like we're about to get underway here, Keeper. Finally, the long wait is going to be over. You can take us away for this restart. On my, I might be a bit of bad luck, mate.
I'm still stuck on. Oh, here we go. So we've got 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 red lights, and lights are out, and away we go here at the Temple of Speed as we head down to the Turn 1 chicane. And we know this can be chaotic here, so Nia Eshe has managed to get off to a good start there and leads them through into Turn 2 there. As we look down the order a little bit, they all seem to be getting through pretty cleanly there at the back. No drama early on in this restart, and Nia Eshe, what a start he's had. I'm not sure what's happened to Rise here, but he has dropped right down into P3 here as Chevy Wolves makes his way up into P2. And we've got... Do we have a safety car, or... No, we might have virtual safety car by the looks of this. As we've got a Mercedes off, and it's Krojak. Krojak is DNF'd.
And Rise is out of the session, mate. If you can try and get him back into the session. Not too sure what happens with him as well. But good start there from Nia Eshe up into the lead in the Kicks Alba. Chevy Wolves in P2 doing a good job here. Still under VSC at the moment, so there'll be no overtaking at the moment. Rise is still there in P3 on those hard tyres. Obviously starting on the hards. Gonna be a little bit tricky compared to the guys starting on those mediums. D White, he is there in P5 in that McLaren. Paul in Hell is in the Aston Martin. David in the Alpine, he's up to P7. So a few of these guys, they look like they may have gained a few positions here. David's gained 3. Dilby's gained 6. So fantastic start there from Dilby. He's up 6 positions. Fantastic from him. Rise is now joined. He is in. And the VSC is now over. We're going to have to see now. TMT is going to be putting Rise under all sorts of pressure here. Looking around the outside. Can he get the move done? Having a look down. Rise thinks better of it. He is down into P4. Now Milano has left the session. This is not good for Milano. He needs to get back in as well. EA not having a fantastic night tonight by the looks of it so far. But Nia Eshe, he's having all the luck at the moment. He's out in front, and him and Chevy Wolves are having a ding-dong battle. Team T there in P3. So fantastic start for the Kick Salbers in Division 5 here, Keeper.
Yeah, very good start here for the Kick Salbers. And, you know, I don't know much about Nia, but TMT obviously one of the old guards. And you know, you look at the front of that grid, and it is all, a lot of those old guards are up there here, as we kind of touched on before in quali. We expect a lot of them to be at the front here and maybe have a few surprise packets in there from ones we don't know as much about. And Nair Eshe is definitely doing a good job putting his name out here in round one. Got off to an absolute flyer there. Unfortunately, the complete opposite for Mercedes, with Rise being out of the session to start with, and then Crowjag DNFing. Absolutely horrible start for them, unfortunately, after what's been such a good week for them so far in the other divisions.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing Nair Eshe and TMTs. They got some serious pace at the moment. Both of them just setting fastest laps. Rise he's struggling on those hard tyres at the moment. I don't know if starting on the hards is the ideal strat around here, mate. We see him now, he's having a battle there with Paul in Hell. Can he get the move done? Looks like he's about to make it stick. Something happening a bit further back down the field there. We see a Ferrari off the track there. That is Soup Duck. Not too sure what's happened there. But Panda, he's up into P11 now. Sorotkin's in P10. Good little battle there in the mid-pack. David now closing in onto the back of Paul in Hell. Can he get the move done in the Alpine? Right behind Paul in Hell now. Rise looks like he's starting to find his feet now, though. Those hard tyres might be starting to warm up, but he has lost a lot of positions at the start. He's getting a lot of lag there. It's not ideal situation for him at the moment in that Mercedes.
No, not at all. And I did see a few of those lag glitches in the last lobby, and I put it down to maybe it was just lobby issues, but it still seems to be going for him here, and he's already disconnected from this session once since we restarted here. This bit concerning here for our pole sitter.
Did we get an invite to
very
Milano,
rough
mate?
start.
He's asking for another invite.
Yeah, I've sent him one.
Yep.
I've sent him another one.
But at the moment, we are seeing Nair Eshe. He's in the lead. Chevy Wolves has that DRS wide open. What are we going to see from Chevy Wolves tonight here in the Red Bull? Look at that car glitching around all over the track in the background. That is not good. We're going to have a look at that after this race, I believe. TMT, he's doing a fantastic job in P3 at the moment, just biding his time, probably saving those tyres, and he'll look to pounce. There's a couple of wise heads up towards the front of this grid here. They'll be looking to make their move at the certain point. At the moment, D White having a fantastic race here for the McLarens at the moment. We see Paul in Hell, he's there in P6. He is just behind. We see Milano, he's back into the lobby now. Not too much damage done. He's down there in P12 at the moment. David in P7 looking to bide his time as well. He'll be looking to work his way up as this race goes on. Woofer, he's dropped out of DRS though in the other Aston Martin. And he is going to have Sorotkin for company in a minute. He's 2 seconds behind. We see Chevy Wolves now has left the session. So another driver out of the session. EA is having an absolute shocker tonight. This has been terrible for a lot of drivers. That's 3 disconnects in the first 4 laps. That's crazy. I'm not too sure what else to suggest here. But Nair Eshe has now broken the DRS with now Chevy Wolves being... Well... Flubber, you're saying the host needs to have it. We got a different host for this lobby. So it's it's I don't know if it's on the host tonight. It's this could be EA tonight, being EA. As we're seeing now, Chevy Wolves now dropping down. Can you get Chevy Wolves back in, please, mate, when you can?
I've sent him 2 invites, so he just needs to accept them.
Yep, hopefully Chevy can get back in. That's not good because he was having a fantastic race, fantastic night. This has been horrible so far. Yes, Mars Keeper is inviting Chevy Wolves. But at the moment we are seeing Paul in Hell, he's in P6, rises up to P4, D White in P3. The 2 kicks are out in the lead by themselves. Sick Party, you'd be absolutely having a ball at the moment with these 2 guys out in front, and they're both out of the DRS of D White. D White, the McLaren TP, he's coming under all sorts of pressure now from Rise. Can Rise get the move done? We're going to have to see down here. The Mercedes driver looking to recover. We've seen him on pole. Can he get past D White down this straight here? He's going to have the DRS open. Those hard tyres are going to be coming right into it. He's having a look up the inside. Can he make the move stick? looks like he can. D White trying to hang it around the outside, thinks better of it, just tucks in behind him. Too smart from D White there, just wants to tuck in, keep those tyres, doesn't want any damage this early in the race. How did we go getting Chevy Wolves back in, mate? Did we manage to...
I've sent him 2 invites, haven't seen him come back in yet, but I'm jumping back in to send him a couple more just in case.
Yeah, hopefully we can get him back in soon, because it's not good seeing him dropping down after he's having such a good night. David, he's just slowly sticking on the back of Pauline Hill here. He's up to P6. We see him just creeping up that order. Woofer having a fantastic race back from holiday. He is in P7. We're seeing Panda. He's creeped up another position, and now he is creeping up to the back of Sirotkin and Chevy Wolves here. He's looking to have a good race in the Haas. I know he's been looking to improve over the off-season. What are we going to see under the mentoring of Fat Cat? Are we going to see a better performance from Panda tonight here, Keeper?
Yeah, look, I think we've always known Panda puts in he's a passionate man. He puts in a lot of effort and practice into his races. And we know he can drive, but unfortunately, sometimes he comes undone with getting involved in incident stuff. Not always his fault at all. But yeah, if he can get a nice clean race here and some consistency, I think we'll see him do quite well. Chevy's just had to restart his game, so he's going to try get in a second.
Oh, that's so unfortunate to hear for Chevy. That's a real shame, because he was having a fantastic night, and yeah, that's not what you want to see. You don't want to see bad luck come into it for any of these guys at the moment. But at the front, the kicks, they're doing a fantastic job at the moment. You got Naya Eshe, he's in the lead. TMT almost closing into his DRS. You'd think maybe there might be a little bit of team orders come in here. Naya Eshe might drop back a little bit to try and pull TMT away. But I think it's too late, because Rise is now into the DRS of TMT. And he's going to be going very fast now on those hard tyres here, Keeper.
Yeah, that's it. They'd be coming into it now right as the meds are starting to get very, very worn. I know from my race, I think my meds would have been about getting close to 60% here. So, yeah, those meds wear very quickly around this track. So, the hards, he'll be able to make a decision. And we've got a McLaren that's gone off behind him there in D White.
Oh,
D White has just hit the grass coming out of Ascari there.
Oh, what's happened there? Yeah, he's lost a lot of positions. What's happened there? He's lost all his power. He's lost a bit of his wing. Oh, that's not ideal for the McLaren.
He was in the grass.
Is he going to come into the pits there? Looks like he is. So that's really unfortunate for him. That might mean getting onto those hard tyres earlier than he wanted to. But we do have a nice little battle happening up in here for P5 at the moment. You got David, we got Woofer, and we got Sirotkin down there battling it out. Panda, he's just dropped off them a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a mistake from Panda. Any damage on Panda? No, not at the moment. Hopefully Chevy Wolves gets back in, because he's not in too bad of a position still at the moment. He can still recover from there. P9. We're seeing from Rush Racing 10 drama and Div 5. That's why we love F1 and League Racing. Well, yeah, we love a bit of drama and that. I don't love seeing people disconnecting. SJ, I'm sorry, I can't agree with you on that one. But yeah, I do love a bit of carnage, but not because of a game glitch and people getting disconnected. I don't like to see that. But we are seeing, oh no, Yahuga, he's got a 10-second speeding into the pit lane, so that's really unfortunate for Yahuga. Up the front though, what's happened to Rise? What has happened to Rise? He's back into P10. What's happened there? He is into P10. Not too sure what has happened there. He must have come off the track or something's happened to him. So he's spun. So he's he's down into P10 after spinning, which ain't ideal for him. But that leaves TMT way out in front. Naya Eshe is having to pit very early here and go onto those hards. Lap 8. So he's into the pits early. TMT still going. He's got a 4.3 second lead over Pauline Hill. David's there in P3 now. He's crept up. Some people going into the pits very early here at the moment. I hope that wasn't Chevy Wolves. So they want to see the position changes here. I hope that's Chevy Wolves AI that didn't just pit him when he didn't want to. But yeah, he's into the pits. We're seeing David's up 7 positions, Wolfer up 7 positions, Paul and Hell and TMT both up 3 positions, Sefa, he's up 6 positions from there, Naya Eshe down 10 at the moment, but he has just pitted, Chevy Wolves down 13, has just pitted as well, Dilby's where he started, yeah, so this will all settle itself out once these pit stops get done, but at the moment, we are seeing Mr. Panda. He's up into P6, so he's doing a fantastic job at the moment. He'll be probably looking to try and do the one stop. Sefa picks up a 3-second as we continue on here. How do we go getting Chevy Wolves in keeper? Any luck at the moment?
No, to be honest with you, mate. Last I heard he was restarting his game. Let's find out. Last I heard from him, he said, "Oh, good, I'll join when I can." So, yeah, he's trying. He's got 4 invites to try and use to get in when the time comes. So hopefully he can get himself back in.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. We're seeing Paul and
Oh.
Hell. What have we seen here? What's happened?
Sorotkin's just lost his rear end there and coming under complete pressure from Mr. Panda now. Here as they come around these 2 fast right-handers, he's got Mr. Panda right on the back of his gearbox there, and going to be looking to get the move done. Is he? No, he can't quite get it done there in that chicane as they come into these 2 right-handers here now, and then they'll head up towards.
What's happened there? What has happened there?
No idea what's happened there. I've seen it happen. I still don't know what's happened.
Lucky Milano was able to get past there. They're both back onto the track. Is there any damage to any of those cars? Doesn't look like they look like they've just gone wide off the track in that battle. The camera really done us dirty there and didn't show us the extent of what was happening there. But they haven't lost too many positions and they're back in the fight and doesn't look like they've got any damage there, keeper. So yeah, that was a really close call as we're seeing in the chat. But Milano benefiting from this. He is now up into P5. We got Rise. He's back into P4 again on those hard tyres after spinning. David is into the pits. Can he do the one stop from here? Lap 9. Can he do it? We got Paul in Hell.
I reckon he can.
Or lap 10,
lap
should
11.
I say? Lap 10.
Or yeah, 10. I reckon he can do it. Maybe a lap or 2 early. He's going to be pushing a puncture at the back end of the race if he does get it done.
Yeah, lap 10. Oh, I think lap 10's pretty optimal here. I think for the one stop, but we'll have to see. Chevy's saying the AI needs to be turned up. Yeah. After what's happened tonight, mate, I think you would want the AI to be turned up. It's been unlucky, mate, for yourself. But hopefully you can get back in, mate, have a good recovery drive, and we'll see what happens. TMT, though, he is extending out in front here. He's 11 seconds in front of Rise, having a fantastic race at the moment, in no trouble, looking after his tyres. He looks in an ideal position to go the one stop here. Sorotkin also in the same boat. He's in P4 at the moment. Milano, he's on those hard tyres. Some of these guys that are pitted, though, they're going to have to work their way through this field, and that's not going to be easy going at the moment, keeper. So TNT might be better off just extending a bit here.
Yeah, that's it. Not his teammate Naya Eshe is in the front runners at the moment of the cars that have pitted already on 2-lap old hards, and he's already got the pit stop covered, I think, here from TMT, so he'll slide back in front of him, but obviously be on a lot older tyres by the time TMT. Oh no, TMT's coming in, so he's only going to be on.
Oh, what's happened there? Here. Oh, what happened there? Soup Duck was in a... Oh, that could have been carnage. Soup Duck was in a very strange position there on the track. He's got a damaged front wing and nearly got absolutely cleaned up on Nayesho. That could have been a disaster for the race leader at the moment. And, yeah, well, he's not the race leader at the moment. Rise is leading the race, but he's our provisional race leader. That could have been really ugly. Oh man, this is keeping us on our toes here. There's so much happening all over the track.
There definitely is, mate. As you can see, Rise, I don't know if it's just on our stream end or what, but Rise still having some lagging or glitching issues there. So it'd be interesting to see what happens as Milano starts closing the gap down on him at the front here too. What will be an interesting one to watch, because Milano seems to really have some pace at the moment and is closing that gap. Although, as I say that, Rise has got a couple tenths back out on him there through Ascari.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing that this little battle form again in the mid pack here. We're seeing David, Woofer, and Paul and Hell all battling again. The two Aston Martins be trying to keep that Alpine behind, and Durr is trying to get involved in that as well. D White also now with I believe he's got a fresh wing on. No, he doesn't. He's still going around with his wing damage. And Milano gets a 10-second. That's disaster for him. Was it Milano who got a 10-second?
Yeah, Milano.
Oh no, that's really unfortunate for him. TMT and Irish, but they're in a fantastic position here. The kicks out sick party will be absolutely loving this so far. Yahuga, he's into the pits. He's retired. He is out of the race. Soup. Oh no, has Yahuga's retired on track, has he? Has Yahuga retired on track? I believe
I
he
think
has.
so. Or he's crashed coming out of Ascari, maybe.
Oh, I don't know what's happened there. Something happened to him there. Anyway, back to the race. We are looking back towards D White. He is looking to try and get a move done on Durr, even with that damaged wing. Looks like Durr's got a damaged wing too. They both got damaged by the looks of it. So that could be the battle of the damaged wings there. We've got.
It certainly could be. Both missing their left end plate too. Same side of the car.
Yeah, so they didn't lose it at the same time, I don't think, because I'm not too sure, but it's definitely a battle that's going on there. But David is closing on to the back of Wolfo and Paul and Hell still. Pretty big gaps opening up everywhere else. Shining Swarm, he's on the medium tyres, and he will not be able to. I don't think he'll be able to go to the end on those from there. So he will be looking to do a two-stop. He's closing in on the back of Cepha though at the moment. Milano, he is on the medium tyre too. Off those hards, that's a long way to go on those mediums. I believe that's going to be a real struggle for him from there.
I think that just covers the full lifespan. So if he does push the one stop, I think they'll be on about 100% as he's crossing that line.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing, apologies guys, my wheel just DC'd again. So that was Sponk, that's Yahuga. So his wheel disconnected, so that's really unfortunate for him to see him out of the race. As we go down the order, Keeper, where have you got your eyes on at the moment in this race? What are you looking at?
Milano at the moment obviously does have his 10-second penalty, but just closing up a gap here on the back of Mr. Panda here as they head up into that DRS zone. Mr. Panda is out of DRS here, so this could be a chance for Milano here to try and get the overtake done as they head into Ascari. He's right up the gearbox of Mr. Panda. Mr. Panda defending aggressively. Milano's ended up on the grass there and then not taking Ascari well at all. I think he's escaped out of that without any damage, but that would be an interesting one to see from the point of view of that cockpit of Milano there, if there was any multiple movements or not, because that was some very aggressive defending there from Mr. Panda.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens of that one, but yeah, I don't. This battle's going on everywhere at the moment, mate. I'm absolutely loving it. There's plenty of action. I don't know if the TPs will be loving it so much. They'll be probably pulling their hair out, some of these guys at the moment. Aussie's off! That's an interesting line Milano's taking there up the grass. Wow, corner cutting. Oh, I've taken that line myself before, and it doesn't end well.
Getting PTSD there, Nishka.
Yeah,
as you can see. Oh no, he's just as I seen a battle near the back, it's closed right up again. But you got Milano on Chevy Wolves now. I think he's still in AI, and his AI is just locked up if it is indeed an AI, as Milano is trying to put a lot of pressure on the back of Chevy there and try and get back towards where he was with Panda before, but he's a good 5 seconds behind that now.
Yeah, Chevy Wolves is. I've seen him join, mate. He's back into the lobby, so it's good to see him driving and hopefully get a recovery drive here. Hopefully he can get those hards to the end and get himself some points. But yeah, this has been absolute chaos so far. We're seeing Panda now closing in onto the battle of the broken wings. Can he get the move done and put himself up into this top 7 and start trying to close in on that top 6? We're going to have to wait and see. He looks like he's got a really good exit here. He's having a look up the inside of Durr. Can the Hassman make the move stick? Is he going to make his TP of Fat Cat really a happy man tonight? We're going to have to wait and see. Panda is looking to shine. and he gets the move done, and now he will have the McLaren TP in his sights. Moving back up the order a bit, we're still seeing this little battle sort of happening between the two Aston Martins. Woofer maybe just working together with Paul in Hell to try reel in that top three. Rise is still out on track at the moment, going around on those hard tyres, just driving by himself at the moment, minding his own business, but he is losing a stack of time to these guys behind. He's going to have a mighty last stint here on these medium tyres, keeper, and work his way through this field.
Look, he definitely is. He's obviously going to have some traffic. I think the thing that he's got in his favour at the moment is there is a lot of gaps. There's not a lot of DRS, people running in DRS at the moment. So when he can get the moves done, he's going to be lightning quick compared to these guys on the hards at the end of this race when he's on those much fresher meds. I don't think he's going to be able to reel in these top two, in Nia Eshe and TMT Legend, but I reckon he'll be eyeing off that last podium spot here because I definitely think in 10 laps he can gain a lot of ground on fresh meds here when there's no DRS, not a real lot of DRS going on, so it's going to make the overtakes a lot easier when he gets to people.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and we're seeing in the chat Rise going too long on the hard. I think that's about the window that you have to get to. I think maybe lap 16 could have pitted, but that's about the window I think you need to get to on those mediums to really you get the best out of them without them dying at the end. So it's going to be interesting now to see what he can do. He's come out in P9. He's got some guys with penalties in front of him, guys with broken wings. Hopefully he can make mincemeat of them and get himself back up towards that top three. But at the moment, it's looking like a massive kick party for Sick Party.
It definitely is, and he is going to be, for, a lack of better choice of words, frustrating to listen to after this one, I reckon, because he's been banging on about a 1-2 for kick tonight all day, and if he's proven right, he is going to be absolutely loving it and letting everyone know, especially his brother, I reckon.
Yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. We have seen Panda is now past D White, so he is into P6, and he is now closing up to David. He's having a mega drive here, Das, man. After the start that he had and the night that he sort of had, bit of a crash out in the chats. He's come back, and he's come back with a vengeance, and he's got a point to prove. And we're seeing Nia Eshe's into the pits. Wowee! He's had to pit again. What's happened? He's already into the pits. Oh, this is crazy. Rise has got him. Rise has got him in the pits.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rise is on for P2 here because I reckon he can catch Paul in Hell on those meds. I really do.
He couldn't. Yeah, I don't think he could make it all the way. He's had to pit again. So the two-stop is going to strike here and really puts him in a really
hards again too.
It's going to put him in a really awkward position now, trying to get his way back through all those hards. Those cars in front of him aren't on that old of a tyre, so they're not going to be the easiest guys to get past either here. We're seeing Flubber saying he was covering the pit stop from Rise. Well, I don't think he's done. I don't think he's covered it, mate, because Rise is well up the road by now, so he's going to have a hard job trying to catch him. But anyway, back to the racing. Woofer has now got himself into a position where he could be on for a podium if the likes of Rise and Nia Eshe can't get their way back through the field here.
I'll be honest with you, Nishka. I actually reckon he's playing a real a Bottas to Hamilton or a Perez to Verstappen role here because he has been in the DRS of Paul in Hell this whole time. He's closed up as close as 2/10 and he's not once, from what I've seen, tried to overtake here. So I think he is just playing a real strong team game, protecting his teammate, and when it comes down to it, he will just defend for his life and keep Paul in Hell in second there. I really think that's the game they're playing because he has been close enough to get past Paul in Hell plenty of times and has just not even tried to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen D White and Dur, they both come into the pits as well. So that's two less cars that Rise has to get past now. Same for Nia Eshe. He doesn't have to get past them either. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. But here we go. Mr. Panda. He is in P5. He is nearly into the DRS of David here. What a drive this has been from Panda.
Yeah, this is great. I said in pre-season he was one I wanted to watch. And, you know, I still stand by. I think Mr. Panda is a really good driver. Like you see in plenty of the lower divisions. Sometimes some drivers just have a habit of finding danger. I know that because I'm one of them. Tried my best to stay out of it, and sometimes I just can't. As Nia Eshe picks up a 3-second time penalty, that's not going to do himself any favours. But yeah, when Mr. Panda can stay out of the drama, whether it be his fault or the people around him, like, he can drive. This bloke can drive, and I think he could be in for a really good breakout season in Rushy this season. He's going to be one to watch over the course of the season.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As we see, Roman Kenobi had an incident there. He crashed out as well, mate. So really unfortunate for him. He's done. He's done for the night. It's not good for him. At the moment, we've seen, interestingly as well, Nia Eshe picked up a 3-second penalty, so that's not going to help him one bit. Panda is closing in on the back of David here, though. This is the battle for P4 at the moment. Can Panda get it done? We're seeing Oblivion in the chat. We know Oblivion is engineering for Panda tonight, I believe. So he's cheering his man on. The Haas man coming up to the back of David. Not quite in DRS, though, by the looks of it. Struggling. Oh, he is. He's got that wing open, but he was losing a lot of time there to David. So that's an interesting one. Maybe a bad exit there. Bit of a poor exit. Woofer is just hanging on to the back of Paulin Hill at the moment. TMT, he's out in a race all on his own out in front. He has not had any problems, any issues so far. He's just got to get these tyres all the way to the end here, and he will be taking out this race. But there's still 6 laps to go. Anything can happen. So he's just got to stay switched on, and the race will be his. Panda, though, he's going to have a look down into turn 1, having a look at David, gets it done. David's just going to tuck him behind him there. Doesn't want to fight that one too much at the moment. Rise on those medium tyres isn't making up the time as quick as what we probably thought here, Keeper. I don't know if he's going to reel these guys in or not, mate. Those mediums will start falling off towards the end of his stint here, mate.
Yeah, that's very true. In the way those guys are going the hards at the moment, they're probably getting their best laps out of their hards right now. They will start to drop off in those last 3 or 4 laps as well, but so will those mediums. So he needs to probably in the next 2 or 3 laps really make up some time and get some moves done, because when he gets to the back of David here too, David's getting in the DRS here. If he doesn't lose that to Panda, it's going to make the overtakes for Rise a lot harder. As we say that though, Rise has just taken off like 6 or 7 tenths in the space of a couple of corners there. He's really picked up some time, although it's now dropping back off again. So maybe he's struggling on the straights here. He might be running a different setup. He seems to be picking up a lot of time through the chicanes, but then losing it when they get on the straights.
Yeah, definitely does look to be that way at the moment. He's not getting it down the straights at the moment, but we are seeing David. He's still putting the pressure on Panda. Will he go for the move? It looks like he's going to. Looks like he's going to make it easily here. Panda's going to tuck in behind him. Now Rise is closing in. Does Rise have that rear wing open? We'll have to see. I'm not too sure. Did he?
He got into the DRS coming around Parabolica, so I believe he did.
Yeah. So now this is a tough battle here now for P4. But if he does clear these 2, it is still 3.5 seconds up the road to Woofer.
It is. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get that podium now. I was really hopeful he would. But yeah, if those Aston Martin boys are watching and they're talking together, if I was Paulin Hill, you know you're probably not getting the race from here. Keep Woofer in your DRS, because you're going to need him to protect you, and you don't want to leave him to be a sitting duck either.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing, other than this battle, sort of for that P4, there's massive gaps all throughout the field there. We got some penalties. We will have a look at those penalties while we are seeing this battle happening in front of our eyes. Everybody's got a 3-second there. Nia Eshe 3 seconds. Sefa 3 second. D White 3 second. Dur 3 seconds. Soup for Duck, he's got a 3 second. And Milano 3 seconds. So some penalties there for these guys. Back to the tyres. And we are now seeing Rise is putting these guys under pressure. Milano picks up another 3 seconds, so he now has 6 seconds. Is the Ryzen going to be able to try and close in? I don't think so. So Milano's probably still safe in that P15 on those last points positions. There's a bit of a battle going on here between these three here. Rise having a look up the inside. David backs out of it, and now here's the meat in the sandwich. Panda's in front, loses his rear end a little bit there, maybe a little bit of contact, and Rise is just trying to barge his way through here in the Mercedes. Panda's not going to go down without a fight here, and David's just looking to pick up the pieces. This is a fantastic battle down into this next sector. Looks like Panda's going to hold on for now, so Panda's done a fantastic job there. All the meanwhile, while these guys are fighting, this is helping Woofer out because he is now out to 3.8 seconds in front of Panda and looking like he's going to secure a double podium here for the Aston Martins. TMT's out in a world of his own. He'll be loving life. He'll be thinking about zinger boxes. Rise looked like he went very wide there, but he's going to go around the outside of Panda and get the move done. And he is going to look to try and pull away now. He is into P4. He's got to make up 3.5 seconds to Woofer to try and take P3. That's going to be the battle, but this battle for P5 is still on the cards. You got Panda and you got David. Will they come back at Rise though? Will Rise's tyres die off here, Keeper?
Wow. Look at Riser. He has just gained 6/10 through Parabolica. That is absolutely insane, the time he's making up when he comes through the corners. Absolutely insane.
Yeah,
but then it all gets closed down the straight again. It's
a bit of a sitting duck down the straight.
I'm very intrigued to know what setup he's running, because that is just crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. But while we say that, he has taken half a second off Woofer. Could this get pretty close towards the end here? Can he try and get P3? That's going to be the question. Can Panda and David hold on, though? Because Naya Eshe is closing in too, and he is on fresh tyres. They need to try and keep him behind them as long as they can, because he does have that 3 seconds. So this is going to be real juicy towards the end here.
He's just gained another 3/10 or 4/10 on Panda through one corner again. Like that, I'm honestly gobsmacked, Nishka, about this the corner. The way he takes these corners is just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. But look at Naya Eshe all over the back of David now, looking to get through. He's going to get through. Oh, nice and easy through there. So he is making moves now. He's going to be eyeing up Panda. Is Panda in the DRS? No, he's not. This could be, yeah, like taking candy from a baby here from Naya Eshe. He's going to be looking at him. That kick is looking angry in Panda's rear vision mirrors. Can he get the job done? Has he got enough battery to get it done? Doesn't look like it. He's going to have a little look. No, he's not. Panda thinks better of it. Panda's going to keep him behind him at the moment, and this is going to help Rise keep him away from him. Rise has closed it down to 2 seconds. Woofer has dropped out of Paul and Hell's DRS. Oh no, wonder if there'll be any team orders there from Paul and Hell to try and drag him along. This is going to be fascinating here, Keeper. What do you think is going to happen? Have we got a driver of the day? Do you have a driver of the day?
I mean, it's very hard to go past Mr. Panda, but just because I know you'll be interested in it, he's not going to gain any more positions. But Chevy Wolves is back up into P8. He's just got the move done on Sirotkin a couple of on the straight, and yeah, what a recovery drive from Chevy after missing half this race being in an AI. But yeah, it's very hard to look past Mr. Panda, although he's only now up 2 positions at the moment. And you know, P Cephas up 6 from the start as well, so there's been some really good drives here. But Woofer, man, he has been in at the top of that grid for a very long time, and he's up 8 positions. So if he can hold on to that podium, I think it's got to be Woofer for me. Like that, he started outside the top 10. There's been a lot of movement around, but he has been consistent all day, just hanging off the back of his teammate. He has lost him now, but what a drive it's been for him. With 2 laps to go, can he hold on to that podium, or is Rise going to complete his comeback?
Yeah, I find it hard to disagree with you there, mate. I'd like that one to be put in the chat, but I think if we put Panda there as well, I think Panda's had a fantastic race after what we've seen him go through tonight. I think he's had a fantastic race getting P6. So if we could go with Panda and Woofer, please, as the driver of the day. So if we can get that into the chat. Oh, Game does the driver of the day now. Okay, so Game does the driver of the day, so don't worry about that. We'll just say that we thought Woofer's had a great race.
Yep, we think Woofer and Panda, they're the votes from the comms team, even though they don't mean anything anymore. I think both drivers deserve some recognition because they've both had great drives today.
So we got on board now with Rise. He's closing in on the back of Woofer. That has been redeemed by Flubber. So we will be on Rise for this last lap. He's all over the back of Woofer. Can he get the move done? That is what we're going to have to see. Noya Eshe is closing in as well. He's in P5 on those hard tyres. He's trying to close in as well. Rise having a look up the inside of Woofer. Can he get the job done? He is going to get the job done. He's going to get past him. Puts 3/10 on him before he gets down into turn 1. Is Paul in Hell going to come under pressure though? Can Rise reel him in? We are on board for the last lap as requested by Flubber.
Got a request for penalties as well, Nishka, if you can just flick them across.
That on. We will get that on. Sorry about that, guys. I did not see that one. Rise is on the charge. 1.6 seconds. Can he get Paul in Hell? Woofer still in the DRS. This ain't done for Woofer yet either. A little snap there from Rise. Noya Eshe all over the back of Woofer as well, trying to get past him. He's got that 3 seconds. David trying to stay within the 3 seconds of Noya Eshe. Can he get back in there? Panda over the back of David. Can he get P6 off him? And then it's 12 seconds to Chevy Wolves. But this is the battle. We're going to jump off board now with Rise. We're going to jump on board with our race winner. He's bounding out in front. Let's give him a bit of airtime. TMT, fantastic. Start to finish. He's going to take out round 1, Division 5 at Monza. Fantastic finish for the kick driver. Great driver from Paul in Hell. He's going to take P2 in the Aston Martin. What a recovery drive from Rise. He's going to take P3. Noya Eshe, 3 seconds. He's going to drop down to P5. Woofer, great drive. P4. David, P6. Panda, P7. Then we got a bit of a break. Chevy Wolves, fantastic recovery from him. He's in P8. Sirotkin, P9. And then we have long intervals to the others. They got penalties. We're going to have to see once they sort themselves out. Dilby will be trying to get inside that 3 seconds. Don't think he's going to manage it. So I think D White will hold on to that P10. Dilby or Dur, he will be P11. Soup for Duck. He might lose his P12 here.
You might have missed that on the last lap too. Something happened between the Red Bull and the Williams of P Cypher, and P Cypher has dropped from, I think it was 11th or 12th, all the way down to P15 on the last lap there.
Yeah, so, oh no, he's spun on the last corner too. What? Oh, has he got a puncture? He's got a puncture on the last lap, has he? Looked like maybe a bit of a puncture. He's just got to bring it home.
Yeah, that is. It is.
He's just got to try and bring it home, get that last point. Oh, that's unfortunate for him with the puncture. He's really struggling to get to the line. And he will just roll over the line and he'll get the last points. And that was, yeah, I don't know. that was an exciting race keeper. I don't know. I have no words for that. Yeah, it was really exciting.
That explains what happened. Obviously, I apologise. It mustn't have been, obviously didn't involve a Red Bull. I've seen the yellow flags and seen all the cars that have stopped still. I dare say that's where he's got his puncture, and then everyone else just caught up to him and it all just slowed down there on that last lap. So well done on getting that across the line and grabbing that last point.
Absolutely.
And yeah, very well done with the TMT. Experience shone through at the front of the pack today, and he just drove an absolutely brilliant race. And congratulations to Kick Sauber and Aston Martin. 2 drivers each in the top 5. Your TPs will be very happy with that one at the getting towards the back end here of round 1.
Yeah, and glad to see the game. Agreed with us there, taking Woofer as the driver of the day. I didn't catch who was
fastest lap to Dilby too, was it? I think as well.
I have to get that one.
You're picking up fastest lap.
Yep. And who's just joined the comms box there?
Me.
Can you just mute for 2 seconds, guys? Whoever's just joined the comms box. Yeah. So. There we have it. There's our finishing order. We had TMT, Paul in Hell, and Rise. If these guys could all jump in to the comms box, please. I believe we have Rise in here at the moment. Keeper, I'll let you get us away with this interview, mate. Rise taking out P3.
Yeah, mate. Congratulations. That was a hell of a recovery drive.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your pole as well. I believe you got pole.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yep. just take us through what happened early on there. Were you disconnected from the very start of the race? Because you dropped a lot of positions early,
Yeah.
and then we got the call that you disconnected. But was that from the very start of the race, or?
Yeah, so basically, lap 1, I thought I got a good launch, but I didn't. And Sauber was in front of me into T1, and then I DC'd. And then I joined back. I was doing good for a few laps, and I spun. And then I pushed those hard to lap 17, and then went to the mediums, and then, yeah.
Yeah, no, very well done, mate. Great recovery. Obviously, it's very hard and very easy to become unfocused when something like that happens to you. Obviously, you weren't the only driver tonight. I think Chevy Wolves missed just about half of the race. And we obviously had another driver who his game crashed on them and then missed all of quali and couldn't get back in after that. So, you know, a bit of typical EA shenanigans tonight. So credit to you, mate, for staying focused and getting your head down and continuing on, because we all know it can be very difficult to get refocused in those circumstances.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I'll hand you over to Nishka now, mate, and let him ask you some questions.
Yeah, Rise, mate, congratulations on the podium, mate. Obviously, difficult circumstances tonight. Everything was a bit hectic. The lobby was all glitched, and
It was.
Yeah, wasn't ideal. But for your first race in Rush, mate, how did you find it, mate?
No, I found it quite nice, you know. Good lobbies, good clean lobbies, and the racing was good, and yeah, that's it really. Quite nice. Good experience.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, it's good to see the Merc up on the podium. Obviously, myself being a Merc driver as well, mate. Yeah, enjoyed seeing you fight your way back through the field, get up to P3. So congratulations,
Thank you.
mate.
Thank you.
Next week we have, I believe, we got Bahrain. How do you feel about Bahrain, mate?
I'll be honest, it's not my strongest track, but I'll put some practice in, and hopefully I'll do good.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We're keen to see you go 1 or 2 better next week, mate. And yeah,
Thank you.
Put the work in, mate. Thanks for jumping in, and yeah, great race tonight, mate.
All good. Thank you. See ya.
Thanks, mate. That moves us along to our P2 keeper. We had Paul in Hell in the Aston Martin. Take us away, mate.
Yeah, congratulations first of all, Paul and Hill, on P2, mate. You must be pretty happy with that.
I am. Hell yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm just wondering if this is going to be the theme this season of always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. I just can't seem to get out of that P2.
Paul, you're talking to the wrong person there.
Well, I will get that first. I will. That is true. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. You know, TFT in here. That is, yeah, makes sense on a bigger scale. But I will get that first Oceanic win someday.
No, that's it, mate.
But I'm definitely happy with the P2. Hell yeah, go for it.
Quick question for you, mate. Was there a big team play in your race today with Woofer? Were you just keeping him in your DRS for as long as you possibly could and just dragging him along, or because I'd seen he got pretty close to you a couple of times but never really tried to overtake you? Was that just a bit of team play?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Me and pals, and we've been teammates. This would be the 3rd season that we've been teammates, twice in a row. He was my teammate last year. And yeah, definitely. We worked together to keep him into DRS so we can kind of break that DRS from Dave and the couples behind him. And then once we broke that, then we tried to keep it just that little bit longer. But his tire wear, since he went into a lap earlier than me, his tire wear was just a little bit more. So it up that little bit, which unfortunately got Rise in there, you know. And I didn't want to back off too much. We worked it to where we were like, okay, Paul, you just keep 2, and I'll just try to, you know, keep Rise off of me. So yeah, a little bit back and forth. Work together well, but that's what we do.
Yeah, no, awesome, man. It's good to see. I know some drivers out there like to, you know, not even be in the chat with their teammate, but you know, it can be very beneficial to be in a voice chat with your teammate and with your engineer and make all that happen. So, you know, credit to both of you. Credit to Woofer for you know, defending you for as long as he could. Hopefully his defense on Rise just kept him off you for long enough to get you that P2. So yeah, congratulations again on P2, mate, and hopefully awesome. You can go one better next week.
Oh yeah, thanks, my man. And well, Bahrain I suck at, but we'll see.
No worries, mate. I'll hand you over to Nishka. Congratulations again.
Awesome. Thank you, Keeper.
Paul and Hill, mate, congratulations on the P2, mate. I've seen you've been putting in some really good drives of late, mate. It's good to see you start off the season in this way. Definitely in the preseason, I've definitely seen. It feels like you picked up just a little bit of pace, mate, and you're really pushing towards that top end now. Do you feel like that's happened for you as well?
No. This is about I can't really say this is about it. This is my ceiling. I do run with corner line only, so I run no other assists but just corner line. And I've done that for all of last season. I just picked it up like last January, so we're a year in to me with no traction. I used to be a medium traction and an auto gears guy. All that's gone and has been gone for a year. So yeah, it's picked up a little bit. No, I just believe that you guys, for the most part, besides the guy who finished P3 and spun and still got a P3, I don't know how the hell that happened, but yeah, I want to say you guys have nailed the division so far this season on the drivers that should be here. And us veterans really should be kind of the ones kind of battling up top here, and then let those newer guys kind of get their pacing, because like I said, we're close to our ceilings. Like the me and TMTs and Daves and Wolfas, and we're there. Do you get what I'm saying? So now those newer guys will probably just, as the season goes on, they'll get better, and then they'll work, and then they'll start fighting us there towards the end of the season. So we got to take advantage right now and get as many podiums, wins, whatever, to kind of build that gap, and then just work well. I'm a team guy first, so I'm just happy to score a shit ton of points for the Aston Martins.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And that's it's really good feedback to hear that too, because we put a massive emphasis on trying to get the divisions right for this season, and I believe we nailed it as well. So it's good to hear that from yourself, that you think we've got it pretty right. So it is early. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But one more question for you, mate. Obviously, overalls champions last season, back in the same team.
Yes.
One Tom done a fantastic job getting most of the guys back together through the drafts. What's the vibe like there? You reckon you can make the charge to do it again?
Oh yeah, definitely. So vibe is good. We're a good, chill team, and yeah, everybody's just, in their zones, nice and chill. Freaking our TP is amazing, and yeah, we'll definitely run it back and see what we can do to defend that title and get my fourth. Because yeah, last season was the third overall title team I've been on in this league. So I don't know if it's just a little bit of luck on my end, because my teams in other leagues seem to suck ass most of the time. But here, always seem to be competitive, and hell yeah, our team is awesome, and I love them.
I love to hear that. But you hear that, TP? Next season, if you want to win overalls, you've got to get Paul and Hill into the team. No,
Possibly. Yeah.
Congratulations, mate. Fantastic drive again, and look forward to seeing you go around at Bahrain, mate.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you, my man. And I want to give a huge congratulations to Ethan for winning that race tonight. Ethan, you whooped our ass, buddy. But maybe you got a little bit there. And how the hell you got that undercut? Like, I mean, I know I got stuck behind a couple slower cars after I pit, but I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to undercut him. I'm going to undercut his ass. And nope. By the time you get back out there, you're freaking 5 seconds ahead. So badass job, TMT.
Thank you very much, Paul.
All right. Oh, hell yeah. Cheers, guys.
Thanks very much, Paul. Now, moving on to our race winner. Keeper, take us away with TMT.
Firstly, massive congratulations, TMT. I'm not going to lie. Last year was only my first season in Rush, but I've got a bit of nostalgia being able to comms Div5, because there are so many guys on this grid that I had the pleasure of racing with or alongside on track. Had some awesome battles with you guys last year, especially remember having a fair few really close battles with you over the course of the races I was a part of, mate. And yeah, congratulations. It's always good to see guys you've battled with and have absolute respect for be able to pull up some race wins. So congratulations first of all on that, mate. Very good drive.
Thank you. Yeah, no, was not expecting that result, in all honesty. It's kind of funny because it's only the fifth time I've ever won a league race. Three of them have been three of those wins have been my last three Monza races I've done in Rush, all of which fell in round one. And so I'm really confused. I think Monza round one just needs to be a staple of every season. And if anyone feels like doing a one race league where you're looking for what track to do, I vouch for Monza. Let me drive. But no, I was very happy with that result. It's actually the first race I've ever had that I've won where I've won it purely on track, not with penalties as well. Every other win I've had's either been post race penalties or the guys in front of me have had track limits or something like that. So um, it's pretty cool to actually finally have a race where I cross the line first.
Yeah, it's an absolute great feeling, man. And sometimes all the luck comes together. Sometimes you just drive a hell of a race like you did today. You don't finish out in front by, I don't know what it was in the end, 5 or 6 seconds or 7 seconds or something like that.
One and
Like
a
that
half,
is
I think.
just. Oh, okay. I thought it was bigger than that. There you go. But yeah, fantastic race by you, man. And yeah, like obviously you've just pointed out that Monza seems to be your track. We all do know that it is a thing that some people have stronger tracks. We had that conversation of Div4 yesterday where H-Town said that Monza's just his track, and that he's not going to be like that at every track. What that being said, what are your thoughts towards next week at Bahrain?
My thoughts for next week at Bahrain is I'm absolutely devastated that I have a work event and can't try and go back to back. And so my next 2 weeks will be spent grinding Suzuka for round three. I have had some all right results in Bahrain. I've also had some absolute shockers. So um, no, it's disappointing not to be there though. But it just means that I've got more time now to go practice for the next track and hopefully walk away with a good result there too.
Yeah, well, it's disappointing to hear you can't race Bahrain next week, mate. But let that be a warning to all you guys that are in Div5. He's coming back with an absolute vengeance again here if it's Suzuka, and he's going to have 2 weeks to practice it. So you're going to have some catching up to do, lads, if you don't start practicing now. All right, I'll hand you over to Nishka, mate, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Teammate, congratulations. Fantastic win, mate. Start to finish, it was fantastic. I'm going to... Seeing in the kick, it's weird, man. It's very weird. But...
Yeah.
How do you feel now? Like not being a TP this season, just being able to just drive, enjoy it. Do you feel like there's a bit of pressure off, and you can just enjoy your racing? And is that helping you with your racing? Do you feel?
I'm going to say no. I don't know
No.
how necessarily true it is, but I actually nearly disagree to the extent of going the other way. Because it's one thing if I'm the team principal and if I make some mistakes and stuff like that, it's like I know that yes, I'm letting down the rest of the team, but I'm only letting down me in terms of above me. Whereas when I'm in a different team under someone else, if I make a mistake, not only does that then affect my teammates, but there's also someone who's counting on me as my leader, and so it nearly puts a little bit of extra pressure in that sense on that I want to perform, because I know that I've the struggles that other people have had when I've been team principal and how close we've come to fights, and I don't want to get to the end of the season and have another season where we come so close but yet so far because I've made some silly mistakes along the way. And so I don't know, it does make it easier though, in the sense that I don't have to sit there and think about all the other bits and pieces that are going on in Rush and managing all the other drivers. But I suppose that's counteracted by the fact that I'm team principaling in a bunch of other leagues. But at least it just means that I know I can rock up here. It's the only league I'm driving in full time, and so I'm just rocking up, get help off some other people, and just get able to get in and practice. But I don't know, both yes and no. But yeah, it is very weird being in the kick though, and not being in the Tower V car. It's only the third different car I've driven in Rush. No, Fourth car I drove in Rush. If anyone remembers back to season 4, the last race of the season, I actually drove in a Ferrari due to some game issues. And I drove briefly when Xbox and PlayStation were running in separate leagues in the Alpine when I had to go do a reserve race over in Xbox. So, yeah, no, it's been a very, very long time since I've been not in the AlphaTauri V Cub. So, yeah, no, I did. It was weird. I'm actually the Salva team principal in a different league, so at least that gave me a little bit of familiar. I don't know how to say that. With the car, but I don't know. One race in Rush though with the Salva, and I walked away with a win. So I mean, does anyone else want me so I can keep that perfect track record?
Just keep swapping cars each week, mate. All good.
Yeah, hopefully that works. End up back in the V car and finish like 13th or something again.
That'd be the way that it would work out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Other than that, mate, you've done a fantastic drive tonight. And other than that, can't wait to see you back at Suzuka. Shame we won't see you next week, mate. And yeah, look forward to seeing how you go this season, mate.
All right, my teammate's going to carry us. Naya had a very good race. It was unlucky with the strategy. Accidentally went on to the second set of mediums because the recommended strategy was showing that 2-stop, which I think he would have walked away with P4 had he not had the 3 seconds. So it definitely got a lot of pace in that second car as well. I mean, realistically, he was leading the first half of the race until that second stop. So I mean, it's really a 1A 1B driver situation. So he's going to be more than holding down the fort next week for us. So feeling good coming back into round 3 that we're going to be in a very strong position in the constructors.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You just look really strong in this division, mate. And look forward to seeing how you get on this season, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for jumping in.
No worries, anytime.
Alrighty, that's going to get us pretty much all wrapped up here. Keep any final words from you before we send out our thanks, mate?
I'll just say big thank you to anyone that was watching for sticking with us through the early EA dramas that we had to deal with. Props to all the drivers that had to deal with the large and ever-growing number of issues that they had to deal with tonight. It's very hard to go back out there, and as you've seen by some of those results, it's worth staying focused and getting back out there. I think everyone done a really good job tonight, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do at Bahrain next week in this division.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what everyone can do next week. Yes, apologies for the red flag and the delays from the game. Nothing can be helped about that. But everyone who stuck around and watched, I hope you enjoyed it tonight. We'll see you all back next week. We still do we got Division 3 tomorrow night, where you'll see myself will be racing there and the boys going around for one last time at Monza before we do head to Bahrain next week, where Division 1 will be taken away on Saturday night. So that will be one to look out for. We'll just send a thanks out to Pagnian Advanced Simulation, SimLab, and AI6369 and Sim Racing Centre. Yeah, and Sim Racing Centre for the continued support. Thank you very much. And a very good night from myself and Keeper.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a good night.